I'm going to show you guys one of our favorite snacks, side dishes. This is fennel. I like to cut the fronds off when I get home because storing it with these huge branches basically it takes up way too much room in our refrigerator. So I will show you guys how I prep this and stick it in the oven. It is super addictive, super tasty, and I hope it gives you guys a new idea. All right, so sometimes I use a potato scrubber just to clean this really well, just all around and on the bottom. And I kind of just cut the top off. And there's no perfect way to do this. I cut the bottom off ever so slightly, but just try to keep it together because otherwise, if it falls apart, then it can be really difficult to work with.
And guys, the ingredients you guys are going to need for this is, for now, we have some salt, some pepper, some cheese, and we sprayed our tray with some cooking spray, and we have some olive oil.
So now I'm just cutting this, and again, this is not going to be perfect. It's not all going to stay together. I probably should have cut it the other way.
Gabby, I can do it. I can do it.
But like here, and then that's not so bad. So you can kind of form them back into half moons. So I sprayed my sheet pan here. And put this here. I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. You could do anywhere between 350, 375 if you want to cook it a little bit longer. Again, this does not have to be perfect. We'll figure out hats later. And again, you guys, when you're cooking in your home kitchen, there is sometimes this like thought of being perfect all the time, and that's really not a good goal to strive for. So it's okay if things aren't cut perfectly or evenly. You can still work with it. Actually, before I cut further, just to get this in. So I have some pieces that are thicker than others, unfortunately, like this is a thick one, but that's okay. I know that in the cooking process, for what I do with this recipe, that's not completely necessary. And a little entertainment in the kitchen is never a bad thing, right guys?
Nope.
All right. All right, so I'm just kind of chopping this, slicing this, I should say, and I'm just keeping everything together. All right, so then put this here. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in a bowl. Just like that. May or may not use all that. And then I just take a little brush, olive oil on top, just a little bit on each piece. This is one of those things that if you make it, as soon as it comes out of the oven, it doesn't last long, let's say that. So then I'm gonna take some Parmesan cheese and I just shake a little bit. We don't wanna get our hat in on the tray. So I put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I probably should be letting the kids do this, but they're gonna help with some other recipes. Freshly grated, like fresh Parmesan is probably better than this stuff, but this is all we have. So it's really not a big deal. I know that this is gonna cook down. And then a little bit of salt, not too much, because the cheese is a little salty, but brings out the flavor of the fennel. And then some freshly ground black pepper all over. That is it. You're gonna put this in the oven. Keep an eye on it, 400 degrees. It's gonna cook pretty quickly, maybe within about 20 minutes. Okay, sprinkle with love into the oven. And here is the roasted fennel with Parmesan, nice and crispy. Just came out of the oven about 20 minutes or so. Like I said, you could turn the heat down and do a longer cook, but This is so crispy and it smells so good, doesn't it, you guys?
Yeah.
So try this one out. It's great if it survives the night. It's good on salads. It's good sandwiches, side dish with any meat that you're having or fish. I guarantee you'll love this. Enjoy.